Ever since I was young, I wanted to be loved, appreciated, accepted. I wanted to feel worthy and special. In other words, I wanted a boyfriend. I was obsessed with the idea of my first love. It wasn't until I was in college that I realized I'd already had my first love. In fact, I was right in the midst of it, enduring the hard part of wanting to cling to it tightly, afraid of letting go. Through all the highs and lows, I just didn't want to let go because what would I be without it? I thought my first love would be a boy. My first love was dance. When I got up on stage for the first time in 4th grade, I felt like this is me. This is what I'm meant to be doing. I could feel my energy radiating out and into the audience. I knew it was a magical moment. From then on, I was determined, be the best dancer I could be. Every time I danced, I entered flow. I lost track of time. I was so focused and so immersed in the movement. I went to all the dance classes and intensives that I could. I worked so hard to get on my school's dance team, and then get to the next dance team, and then the next team. And then I was on varsity, and then I stopped working so hard. I still loved dancing, but I didn't feel this intense drive and motivation to make it my primary focus in life. I wasn't sure I wanted to spend all my available free time in the dance studio. The comparisons to my peers that used to motivate me to be better now were just making me feel self-conscious about my talent and about my body. The bad stuff was catching up to me, and it was getting harder to ignore. I didn't want to dance as much as I did before, and then I was mad at myself. Why don't I work as hard and care as much as I used to? What's wrong with me? Why am I giving up on this? Why am I giving up on myself? My dancing will never look as good because I'm not thin. I hate that I'm a bigger size than everyone else when we get costumes. COVID hit. I graduated high school. I took a gap year. I went to dance classes in every place I traveled. I started college, and I was embarrassed to call myself a dancer. I didn't make the dance team. I wasn't a dance major. I got rejected from all the dance clubs but one. How could I have considered that being a dancer was my main identity, the thing I had to show for myself? I felt very disconnected from myself. Choreographing and dancing was the thing that made me feel so alive, but in some contexts, it was also the thing that made me feel bad about myself. I needed to get out of the dance world. I needed a pause from the mirrors, the dance teams, the competition, the comparisons. I took a break, but of course I couldn't stop dancing. I started dancing in my room a lot. I used this newfound free time, now that I wasn't doing all these dance classes, to sit with the discomfort of that big question: what is my purpose if it isn't dance? I didn't figure it out, but I did find excitement and fulfillment in other different areas of my life. I was able to focus on myself and some of my goals that had nothing to do with dance. My physical health, my body image, my academics, career exploration. I realized I don't have to be the best dancer or the most talented to enjoy my life and to feel fulfilled. It's okay to try lots of hobbies and just be mediocre at all of them. I'm not just a dancer. I'm someone who learned German over her gap year, started boxing for fun, did an open water swimming race, loves to go for walks, enjoys solving math problems. I learned 3 things. 1, I will still be loved even if I'm not the best at anything. 2, I can still be happy even if I'm not the best at anything. And 3, I still wanted to dance even if I didn't have anything to show for it. From then, I tried to move forward. I dance whenever I feel like it, whether I'm dancing on a stage in front of a big crowd or in my living room by myself. I dance because it brings me joy. When I dance, it's not about my tricks or any special skills. Dance is a representation of who I am. Athletic, passionate, emotional, joyful, intense, artistic, sensitive, bold, and brave. Everyone has a first love that they'll never forget, and you cherish those memories. You remember the good times, you remember the bad. Sometimes you think about the what ifs. What if I stuck it out? What would my life look like? Did I make a mistake? Moving on from your first love doesn't mean you're forgetting and abandoning it. It means you're giving yourself the opportunity to grow and develop who you are and discover what's next. Dance was my first love. It will always be a core part of me. And at the same time, I'm not afraid of letting go the ideal of what could have been if I devoted myself entirely to it.